You don't read?
Yes, okay.
Hello, Biafrans. Thank you. Good morning. This is Emeka Livingstone. It's going to be a short broadcast. I hope to finish it in the next 10-15 minutes. So many things are happening which I find incongruous to the Biafran struggle or to ethics or to reason. Something that is incongruous within reasonable limits. And I'm afraid I'm not going to buy it. By the way, last night I had this revelation again where Onyendu was suddenly released. And as usual, I saw him the way he was. But last night's own, I had it twice. And he was not happy over what transpired while he was there. The infightings and the consequences of DOS failure that brought about these infightings. But he was released suddenly, and I told him, I said, Onyendu, because he came, I approached him, and he was asking me, what is the situation now? He didn't open his mouth to ask me. The attitude he put up, you can discern in the realm of the spirit. That's what he meant. What's the situation? I just told him, the people are waiting for you, Onyendu, to raise up the flag. Before I told him that, I said, it's great to see you, Onyendu, that you're out. We thank God for that. That all Biafrans should be happy. The people are waiting for you to raise up the flag. And they're still having people that came to visit him. Now, certain things are happening in quick progression that are very, very suspicious. And I don't like it. One, I hope people are hearing me because I'm using my earpiece. If not, I'll put down the video and do another one. Now, Katina Leon came to Nigeria because look at the progression this thing is happening. After meeting the Northerners, he now came to Igbo land, met Obiozo and some Igbo elders. They snapped pictures together. Something was being cooked. And then the next thing we are seeing is that problems have started from the north. They killed a young girl who declared her faith, and they called it blasphemy. And since the Christians did not react, the Northerners themselves decided to react by protesting. The information we got was that the Imam of Sokoto State said those young men who killed that girl that were locked up should be released immediately. And you see a situation where when they started rioting, from what we heard, that they wanted to burn the MIS house, the Sultan's house, I don't know how true that is, that police were called to fend them off. They were not arrested, they were not shot. So we also saw that in reaction to their action, by protesting and burning down the things of Igbos there, some Igbos began to react. As we saw the clip that Simon Ekpa sent, he said he has to confirm it, but we saw the clip. Now things are happening in quick progression. Why did Soludo choose to visit Nnamdi Kanu at this time? After he had tried the sit at home being stopped and it failed. And it is evident that the people have this resolve to continue sit at home and even increase it. Why is it that Soludo chose to go visit Nnamdi Kanu at this time when we are going to have this 16, 17 and 18 program? I'm asking because so many things are adding up. You know, remember when Nenianya came with what she said, Nnamdi Kanu said that this is the only account that you should pay into. Then what's his name? Jofo came out and also said he's the only one that Nnamdi Kanu listens or is reliable, most reliable associate. You know, this thing was happening in quick progression. Then this Senator Abaribe also said Nnamdi Kanu was not happy with the sit at home, it's affecting their resources. You know, that thing came that time and it was a kind of to shake us. We debunked it immediately. Now this one is coming. We have this 16, 17 and 18. They are trying to push you away from praying and fasting. That's what they're trying to do. And if you are not careful, you will be taken unawares, because they did this to make sure that the election in Anambra State held. When we were determined as a people to stand on our ground and say, based on what Onyendu said, there shall be no election in Anambra State, in Biafra land, beginning from Anambra State. DOS, at the time minute when we're supposed to showcase our resolve as a people united, so that the whole world can hear us. Because if that election hadn't held, it would have attracted international attention by force. But what happened? They went in, stopped that thing, and the election took place. They stopped the shit at home. Now we are about entering another phase. Only this time we are prepared. We cannot be deceived. Now, Onyendu was a man that they said, he was never allowed to change his clothes, except those ones he's been wearing from day one when he was rendition. Every instruction directive given by the High Court judge has been flouted by DSS. Now, suddenly, this same Onyendu is wearing a colorful dress. And of all people that they could allow him wear that colorful dress to visit him is Soludo, who said that Biafra is an ideology. He doesn't believe in our movement to get our freedom. He sees Biafra as an ideology. I don't disagree with that word to an extent. I agree with him that Biafra is an ideology, but it's also a movement. It is also a belief of a people. It is also an ideology that can translate into victory for people that need self-actualization. No, don't come just stay like that. So, Soludo went and visited Onyendu. They sat down together and were laughing and discussing. That is not Onyendu with Soludo. Remember, Soludo came as a default of DOS decision to take part in the election. And when Soludo came, his single agenda was to dissolve IPOB, stop the seat at home, make Biafra to disappear, Biafran stock to disappear, so we will be subsumed into the Nigerian system. And now Soludo has visited Onyendu. He's putting on fresh dress. They are smiling and hugging. So many things don't add up. It looks very suspicious. And the comment Soludo made was Onyendu was not happy of the sufferings people are going through because of the sit at home. He is still targeting that sit at home. And remember, we have 16, 17, and 18. Now, let me tell you, Biafrans, we have entered the very height of this spiritual battle, which we shall win. Satan is afraid. His cohorts are afraid. His agents are afraid. If you people can listen, as Simon Ekpa is telling you, as we are telling you, based on what Onyendu said, we don't have any political solution to this thing. We don't even want to fight or kill anybody. We just want out. Simple. And if you Biafrans can be focused and run this program, beginning from tomorrow, sit at home, praying and fasting, 16, 17, and 18, you will see what will happen. Don't be deceived again. Oh. If we make this mistake again, before the other opportunity comes, it might take a long time. This is the time. Jesus looked at the Jews when he rode into Jerusalem on the horse, and he lifted up his voice and cried and said, Jerusalem, Jerusalem. If only you had known the day of your visitation. How many times have I tried like a hen to gather her chickens together? But because their minds were blind, they could not know the day of their visitation. And he told them, you will not see me again until you say, Baruch haba Beshem Adonai. Blessed is he that cometh in the name of the Lord. I am telling you, Biafrans, don't fall to that gimmick. I don't believe that discussion he had with Onyendu. How come it was in an amiable place? The Nigerian DSS can only allow a man like Soludo to come and have access to Onyendu, change his clothing, because they have something on ground. Remember, like Mohammed said, 16th, everybody should have effectively resigned from office if you are seeking elective position. So these things are adding up to be a spiritual battle. It's building up to a crescendo whereby something marvelous will happen in the spiritual realm. If you get Distracted, you miss it. Stand by 16th, 17th, and 18th. I've seen some people were blessing Soludo. You know, some Biafrans are very gullible. God bless you. You are a good person. The only do that they didn't allow him to change his dresses. All this while, I've been humiliating. Who knows how many types of substances that have been injected into him to induce him to be amiable, so that when Soludo comes, they'll see him laughing. That was why when Simon Ekpa made that comment, people misunderstood him. He said, because of what is going on, we don't take instructions from Onyendu because we don't know his state of mind. These people are, he's a human being. These people are out to make sure that they cause confusion in his mind and alternate the Biafran cause, because they know he is the only one that can make a decision and a declaration and Biafrans will obey. Simple. And Soludo is a master strategist on how to destabilize the Biafran cause. Everything about Soludo is evil. It's satanic. He is combining religion and dubious spiritual ways to bring this his agenda. We don't accept it. Be very careful. I don't believe that thing Soludo said. I don't believe it. It's not Onyendu. Because the Amazonian deputy director of defense told somebody that was interviewing him. He said, go back to what Onyendu told you originally before he was rendition. Go back to it. And I know who Onyendu is. He's a man of principle. He does not lose his stand. Was he not aware that people were suffering? Didn't Onyendu tell us 2 weeks before he was rendition that this is the highest time of the battle? All of you should be ready, mentally strong. Don't be deceived. Don't be carried away. We are standing strong. I don't want to go beyond that, because there are things which I may say. Let me just give you an information. There are many Biafrans who can't tolerate what Simon Ekpa is tolerating. But God raised Simon Ekpa for a purpose. Is moving gradually and exposing and showing. There are certain Biafrans that are like Jehu, the son of Nimshi. There are certain Biafrans that are like Jephthah. There are certain Biafrans that are like Elijah. Don't be deceived. Let's stand on what we believe in. 16, 17, 18. Sit at home praying for our leader. I told you guys. First prayer, God forgive us our sins. Number 2, help us out of our problems. Number 3, give us Biafra. It will surely come to pass. Tomorrow in the evening, 5 o'clock Biafran time, everybody should be, Simon Ekpa will be live. I hope to be there. 10 minutes, everything, highest 15 minutes, we'll finish, you go and eat, we'll pray. Bless the people. Second day, 5 o'clock Biafran time, bless the people. Third day, bless the people. That day is going to court, and that will be it. God bless you. When we do what the Lord has done, leave it into his hands, you will see the battle. It's a spiritual battle. The Lord bless you, Biafrans. In Jesus'